I will be the...
Okay, go.
I think so, something like that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for coming to our celebration tonight. And like, I would like each of you to give us like few words to like express how do you feel in this kind of climate.
I looked forward to having this chance to see what Saudi culture was like. I've been doing some research on the internet, and I really appreciated this chance to view Saudi culture. So thank you so much for doing it.
Thank you for coming.
And I also am really pleased to be here. I've worked with Saudi students for a couple of semesters now, and I have found them absolutely delightful, but knew nothing about the culture. So it's been really nice to see how much you enjoy your culture.
Yes, I enjoyed the evening this evening, and I look forward to coming to it as well because I didn't know very much about the Saudi culture, and thank you for this exposure to your culture.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
And
our pleasure. And my husband.
Thank you for coming, both. We just wanted to like give few words about how do you feel about the presentation of the culture, the whole celebration, in like a few words.
Sure. Well, I am really interested in the Saudi culture, actually. I've always wanted to go to Saudi Arabia. And I lived in Africa for a couple of years, and many of my neighbors were Muslims. So I know a lot about it already, and I just think it's very interesting. And I studied in the United States, and one of the men that I studied with, we took the same classes, he invited me to ask any questions I wanted, anything. And so I did. I asked a lot of questions, and I got a very different perspective of what Muslims are like, not what you hear in North American newspapers or TVs. And he invited me to ask like many questions, and I did. And I really enjoyed getting to know about the Islamic culture from a Muslim, not from North American media.
Well, thank you for like searching for the right information, like asking the right people to get like to be fully informative about Islam and not just take it from one source only.
No.
Thank you for that.
Thank
and
you.
we will promise you that there will be more celebrations like this to represent more sides of our culture in the future.
I'll be there. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank you for coming here tonight. And I just want you to say a few words about what you felt about the celebration tonight and the Islamic and Saudi culture, the way that we represented it.
When I was at university, I studied religions and I studied Islam some, and I have a very deep respect, admiration for the ways of Islam, and I really think that what I learned about your king and his desire to send so many people out into educated internationally shows such a strong character and really broad-minded and such a strong mind. It's very impressive. So I think that the effort to show us about your culture is really an admirable, very admirable thing. And we got a chance to hear from you and from other people in your community about yourself. So it's very valuable for us to hear what you have to say so that we can understand you more. And then, like Sultan said in his invitation to us, then we can maybe be better language teachers so that we can give you tools that you need to succeed in this world. But it was very beneficial.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming here tonight, first. And we just like, we wish that if you can say a few words about how you felt about our celebration tonight and Islamic and Saudi culture.
Well, I want to thank you, first of all, for inviting us. It was wonderful. We didn't know what to expect. We knew it was a very special occasion for you. And everything that you have done has been amazing. We appreciated seeing your pictures, the computer pictures, as well as your overheads. It was very interesting to hear Sultan talk about your culture. It was very interesting for us to learn some new things. Some things we have learned, other things we didn't know, so it was a real learning experience for us. And I think this is the sort of thing that should happen more often between cultures, because the more you communicate, the more you understand, the better the relationship is always going to be. And I might say, on behalf of the university, we are very excited to have the addition of Saudi Arabians to our ESL family. They bring a new element, an exciting new element to ESL, and we welcome you.